Introducing the pentatonic scale. Ah, ah. Now, if you don't already read music, this scale may not mean a whole lot to you. Don't worry about it though. After this program, you will get a good handle on it. But in order to understand the pentatonic scale, what you really need is a good foundational understanding and knowledge of the major scale. What is the major scale? Trust me, you know it already. Here it is. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And this is based on a European system made famous in the movie The Sound of Music. Julie Andrews sang such a wonderful song, made a big deal out of this major scale. It was always a big deal, but it really brought it into the mainstream in a big way. Okay? Now, the major scale has 7 notes. It's really just a repeat of the first note. It starts with the word do, and it ends with the word do. Because they're essentially the same note, one is just an octave higher than the other. So let's compare the two scales. You have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do versus do, re, mi, sol, la, do. Now, what do you notice about these two scales? In the second scale, 2 notes are missing, fa and ti. And that's basically all you need to know about the pentatonic scale, besides the inversions, which comes next. But for the purposes of this program, I have successfully defined the pentatonic scale. If you've seen me on YouTube, you must have heard me talk about these pentatonic inversions, and you may have been wondering what I was talking about, especially if you happen to be new to the theory. So what I'll do to help you to understand it is we'll get rid of the last do and use just the basic 5-note pentatonic. Alright? So you have do, re, mi, sol, la. Okay? Simple. Why not try that? Do, re, mi, sol, la. Ladies, take the octave. Do, re, mi, sol, la. Okay? So what we're going to do now is instead of starting with do, we're going to start with re. And you have re, mi, sol, la, do. You see that? Now let's compare the two. Do, re, mi, sol, la versus re, mi, sol, la, do. So what I've done is I've removed the do from the beginning and put it at the end. And instead of starting with do, I'm starting with re, and I still have 5 notes of the pentatonic, the same basic 5, just rearranged. Okay? And there you have an inversion. Now let's start with mi. I'm not trying to be selfish. Here it is. Mi, sol, la, do, re. Now all I did was I took re from the front and I put re in the back. And that's how I rearranged to get the 3rd inversion of the pentatonic. Let's move on. Continuing, similarly you have sol, la, do, re, mi, and then you have la, do, re, mi, sol. Ooh! Sorry, I couldn't resist. But there you have it. Those are all 5 of the inversions.
In my program, I have called the 4th inversion of the pentatonic the first inversion, often using the phrase the first inversion that I will present, especially in my Riffs and Runs program. I did this because I wanted to ensure that the minor pentatonic came second in the scale exercises, as it is so vital to R&B, pop, and gospel vocalization.